Hi, in this video, I am going to install Arch Linux in this old laptop and turn it into my home server. So let's begin. First, I need to grab the official Arch ISO. Okay, now I am in the downloads page, and from here, let's select this mirror. And from the mirror, I download this ISO file. Okay, it will take some time to download, but the good news is I already have it downloaded. So I'm just canceling it and moving to my downloads folder. Okay. Now I need to verify the integrity of this file and also the authenticity of it. So first, let's verify the integrity of it. For that, from this downloads page, I grab this file. I copy the link and download. Okay, it is downloaded. Now I need to run this command. Okay, so as I see this okay, that means the ISO is okay. We have verified the integrity of it. Now let's verify the authenticity of it. And for that, I need this file, this PGP signature file. I'm copying the link of it and download. Okay, it is downloaded. Now I need to run two more commands. One is this one, copy. Okay, this ran successfully. Now I need to run this command to verify the signature. Okay, I see this good signature message. That means the Arch ISO that I downloaded is authentic. Now I can move to create my bootable USB drive. I already have my USB drive plugged in. I can just show using this lsblk command. As you can see, this SDA is my USB drive. And now I will run the dd command to create the bootable USB drive. Here I need to pass the ISO file path. And here the USB drive. And I can just say ds equals to 4m and also status equals to progress. Done. Okay, it is not showing any progress status. I don't know why. Did I make any spelling mistake? No. Okay, let me verify it with the man. Okay, let me check with man. Okay, I have specified this flag. This also I have done. This one. And for status, okay, it accepts progress. And I have also specified progress. But why I'm not seeing the progress? I don't know. Anyway, Even if it doesn't show the progress, I am okay if it does the job. Okay, it seems the dd command ran successfully. Now it is recommended to run the sync command to ensure all the data is written to the USB drive successfully. Okay, I run the sync command. Now I can just eject the USB drive. Okay, done. Now I have successfully created the bootable USB drive. Now I just need to boot this USB drive to my old laptop and start the installation process. So I have started the Arch installer in my old laptop and connected to the Wi-Fi. So now I can connect to the installer from my main machine through SSH. Yes. Okay. Now I am connected to the installer through SSH, and let me just quickly open the Arch installation guide. Okay. So from here, these steps are done. Okay, the default console key map is US. Okay, this is okay for me. Now I need to verify the boot mode. Okay, let's run this command. Copy and paste. Okay, it returns 64. That means it is booted into EVFI mode. That is good, I guess. And it says to connect to the internet. I am already connected, so that is fine. And update the system clock. Okay, let's run this time.ctl command. Time.ctl. Okay. So my time zone is UTC. It's not my real time zone, but okay. If I need, maybe I can update it later. Now let's partition the disks. But I'm not going to use this fdisk. I will be using cfdisk, because fdisk is just a command line utility, and cfdisk I can see what I am doing. It has a minimal UI, and I like minimal UI like this one. Okay, it already have two partitions created. These are the two partitions I will need, but let's create the partitions from scratch. Let's delete this thing and delete it. Okay, now I create a new partition of 1 GB. The type will be EFI system partition, this one. Okay, and now another partition I will create of 200 GB. The type will be there is something Linux LVM, I guess. Yes, here. So this 200 GB partition will be a LVM thing, like the logical volume manager. So basically inside that I will set up my root and the swap and the home partitions. I like LVM because it is much easier to resize those things. So it will be good if I change my minds later, that if I make room for my home partitions, if I like change the size basically. So now I want to write these changes. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Now quit. Let me verify this lsblk. Yeah. Now I see I have two partitions. So I am good now. Now I think I need to create the main partitions. So before that, I need to set up the LVM. So for that, pvcreate is the command for creating the physical volume. Tab sda true. Yes, physical volume done. Now I need to create the volume group. Create is the command. Yes. And the volume group name will be arch_pg. Okay. And dev sda2. Yes, the volume group is created. I can verify it with VG display. This volume group is created. Now I need to create the logical volumes. So first I'll create the logical volume for the root. So lv create dash l, and the root will be 50 GB, and let's name it root underscore lv logical volume. And here I need to pass the volume to arch_pg. So yes, done. Similarly, I want to create logical volume for swap. That is lv create l 8 GB for swap. Yes, done. Now let's create the rest of the space for home partition, basically the home logical volume. So lv create as l 100% fee. Okay. Dash n, it will be home underscore lv. Okay. Add underscore fg. Yes. Okay. So home logical volume is also created. Now I need to create the file systems. Okay. So first for the boot partition, that one was this one, SDA1. So for this, I will create FAT file system. So I'll run this command mkfs dot FAT dash f to tab SDA1. Okay, it is done. Now I need to create ext4 file system for this root and for this home. So mkfs dash ext4, and it will be arch_pg, and first is the root. It is done. And similarly, I will run it for the home logical volume. Okay, it is done. And at the end, I need to create the swap. So mkswap. This is the command to create the swap. Done. So all the file systems are created. Now I need to mount these things inside the mnt. Okay, for that, first Let's mount the mount. First I mount the root. Till mounted here. Let me verify it. Yes, it is done. And after that, I need to create two directories. Here the boot will be mounted and here the home will be mounted. So mount fsda1, this is the boot. So I'll mount it here and mount art_vg. It is home_lv and it will be mounted to home. Okay, let me verify. Yes, now boot is mounted here, root is here, and home is here. Okay, I need to do one more thing, that is swap on. Okay, let's run lsplk once more. Okay, I can see this partition, this logical volume is for swap. So far good. Now let me see what are the next steps. Partition is done. Okay, this is the example layouts. Format, yes, it is also done. Mount the file systems, done. Now I need to go for the installation. Okay. Install the essential packages. Okay. So for that I need to run this command, this backstrap -k, this one. So let's run this thing. Backstrap -k mnt. First it was base, then Linux. Yes, we have to install the Linux firmware. What else was there? Nothing. But I think it is good place to add this LBM2 because I am using the logical volume manager, so I need this thing. Okay, it is going to take some time. In the meantime, let me go through the steps. After this, I need to do this thing. This is okay. This basically creates the file system table. Okay, this is done. I have installed Linux, base Linux firmware, and this LVM2. Now I need to create the file system table. So for that, let's run this gen stab command, u mnt, and write the thing to fstab, this file. Okay, I can see the file is generated. Okay, this part is done. Now what's the next step? What's the next step? I need to chroot. Okay, and to basically change root. root into this minimt. Okay, so basically now I am inside the installed system. So this is the first time I am inside. And here, first I want to install a few more things. So I need sudo. Okay. I need sudo. Sudo is not yet installed. And currently I am the root user, so I can run the pacman directly. Install, let's get sudo and vim, obviously. And what else do I need? I have open SSH. Okay. Network manager. Okay. And grub, the bootloader, EFI boot manager, obviously. And as I have Intel hardware, maybe I also need this package, that is Mesa. So let's download these things. I think these packages are enough as of now. If I need more, I can always download and install later. I just want to keep my system very minimal and lean. Okay, it is successful. Now I want to set up the time. Okay, now I need to set up the time. Okay, I will run the time date ctl command. Let's run this thing. Time date ctl. Okay, so time help. Let's get some help. I can list the time zones. Okay, so time date ctl list time zone. Oh, so I cannot list like that. Let me clear the screen. Oh, okay. I need to export a variable. Export done equals to just extern. Yeah, now I can clear the screen. Okay. The previous, yeah, this one I need to grab Kolkata maybe. Yeah, so this will be my time zone. So time date ctl get time zone to Asia. Okay. Yeah. Now my time zone is correct. It is correct time also. So this is good. And run this command to generate this. And also I need to do this thing. So let me just copy this part. Okay. Asia and Kolkata. And I'm creating this symlink to this thing. Okay. Let me just verify. Yes, it is. The symlink has been created. So this is good. And I need to run this command maybe. Okay. It doesn't show any error. That means I hope this ran successfully. And now this localization part, I need to run this thing. Okay, let's run this command. What does it say? No, cancel. Okay, this is complete. Now create this file and set the language variable accordingly. Okay, this will be my language. It will be created inside this etc local.conf. Okay, so same, let's say local.conf, locale. That mode paste it. Oh, right and quit. Okay. And if you set the console keyword layout, make the changes persistent in vconsole.conf. I did not set the console keyword layout, did I? No. But so I think I don't have to do this thing. Okay, so default console keymap is this US. And if I did some changes here, so in that case I need to update this vconsole.conf, this configuration file. So if I skip this, I think it should not be any problem. So let's skip this. And now I need to get my host name. So let's get the host name. Let's call it Arch. This is a great host name. Okay. And after host name, creating new init RAM fs is usually not required. Okay. What's done on? Okay, I have configured this LVM, this thing. So I need to modify this mkinitcpio.conf. Okay, yes, I need to do this. So him see mkinitcpio.conf, and here I need to find the hook. Okay, next. Here. And here, as I remember, between this block and file systems, I have to put the LVM2. Basically, if I don't do this, the system is not going to boot. So this step is important. I write and quit. I hope I am all good now. Okay, now I need to run this mkinitcpio-p. Okay, let's run this. Okay, here it says there is an error, file not found. I guess I cannot escape. I have to create this file. Okay, let's create this one. Same vconsole.conf. Okay, and here what I need to put in this configuration file. Okay, key map. So I can just say key map equals US because US was the default key map. I think key map equals to US will be okay for me. Key map equals this. Right and quit and try to rerun the previous command, that is mkinitcpio run. Okay, this time I did not see any error, so I am good, I guess. Now what I need to do is root password. Okay, let's create the root password. A very strong root password. Now let's create a user. In the manual they don't say to create a user, but I will create one. User add as m, and let's add the user to the wheel group. Okay, and the username is k. User done. Let's set a password for the user. Okay, password is also set. And now set the bootloader. Okay, and for the bootloader I have installed grub, right? So from the grub, let's see how to install grub. Okay, so this is the command to install grub. Let me just copy this thing. Control C, go here, Control Z, and this EFI directory is /boot. I think this is it. Enter. Please don't give any errors, please. Oh, nice. Installation finished. No error reported. Okay, I like this message. And now I think I have to do another thing for this grub install. As I remember, I did some more steps previously. Okay, yes, this configuration thing. So I need to generate this grub configuration. So for that, yeah, this will be the command. Okay, let's copy this and run. It is generating. It found the Linux. Okay, it is done. So far, I think the installation part is complete. Maybe I don't have to do anything. Okay, let's do two more things. I want to enable systemctl, yeah, and enable open SSH. Is it the right command? Okay, no. It should be sshd. Yes, it is done. And also I want to enable the network manager. Okay, these two are enabled, and now I think I can exit. No, before that, let me just go to the manual. Yeah, after I set up the bootloader, I can just exit the chroot environment, unmount everything, and reboot. Okay, so exit, unmount everything from mnt. It is done. I verify that nothing is mounted. Swap is still on, but I think this will not cause any problems. And just report. Just now I checked my old laptop started successfully with the new installed Arch, and I connected to the Wi-Fi and also checked the SSH server is running. So I can just log in there, SSH, the user K at the 7. Okay, yes. And the password done. So here I am logged into the new installed Arch. So this is minimal, this is lean, and I like this state. Okay, so let's first update it. Sudo backman. Okay, so K is not in the sudoers file. I think I forgot to update the sudoers file. Okay, so what I can do, I can change to the root user. Okay, you can run this di sudo command. Okay, I can pass editor equals user bin. It is him, and run the vi sudo command. Okay, and here let's find the will group. Okay, and let's uncomment this. So basically it says every user in the wheel group will be allowed to execute anything. Basically the root privilege. So I write and quit and exit. And let's try the sudo command. Okay. So now this K user is allowed to use sudo. So I think as of now all are good. So that's it for today. In the next video, I am going to install more packages and maybe set up some services in this server, because this is the purpose of it, right? So I'm going to do that in the next videos. Bye.